small little live I got for y'all. Um, it's gonna be like one of those in and out type of deals. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna be random things. Well, I could actually just do two things. Two or three things. Um, um, let's do this one here. This is from Long Crime After Hours. This is entitled Seven Entitled Gen Z Meltdowns Caught on Body Cam. Let's get it.
I need to plug in my vape. Plug it in. Watch out, she's gonna take off. Stop. Oh no, leave me alone. Are you kidding me? Stop. What's your name? It doesn't matter. How old are you? It doesn't matter. Well, you appear intoxicated to me. A lot of people hate cops. It doesn't have to be very nice. Face, don't you know that? Gen Z born with confidence, raised on TikTok, and apparently immune to consequences. That is until the cops roll up. Watch as 7 Too Cool for Rules Gen Zers find out that bad attitudes don't beat badges. And trust us, the body cam tells us all. Welcome to After Hours, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Sam Goldberg.
Damn it. Drop my pen.
Today we begin in Palm Coast, Florida, where an alleged domestic dispute is boiling over faster than a Florida summer storm. Surveillance footage captures a young mother frantically searching for her child, the one she left with her ex. The couple's no longer together, but still tied by their toddler.
Like custody paperwork and all that stuff's finalized now. So she was coming down for her sister's thing with who was supposed to be her mom, but I guess with him. And she was gonna let me have the kids and stuff. But her sister had some kind of engagement party. So anyways, they get here. I picked her up on Friday at 3 in the morning. They're supposed to get in at 12. I went and picked her up, got her, and then we've been hanging out. We had like text and agreement with each other. I was supposed to have her till December 8th, and I was gonna fly her back on a round trip and send her back home.
But what's not up for debate is the exact moment 22-year-old Kara Linden completely loses it.
Is my kid here? Rhea? Is Rhea here? Yes or no? Where's my kid? Where is she in my phone? Is she in your house? You're scaring wife. You're scaring wife from getting my kid. Give me my kid. So go in there with your broke door handles. You better go through your garage or something.
Why are you gonna?
You want me to throw? You want me to throw a rock through your window? Give me my kid.
I'm gonna throw a rock in my window. Yes.
You want me to?
Yes.
Open the door then.
How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? Can I?
Stupid where my kid is at? You know I don't with you. Yeah,
She is crazy. This chick is crazy.
Police separate the parents, and for a moment, tensions finally seem to cool off. So Akron officers head over to Kara's place, hoping to talk it out.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Kayla.
Deputy Dorsey.
Can
Can you tell us what's going on?
So me and my boyfriend, we live in Tennessee. I was born and raised here in Palm Coast. I went to Old Kings, ITMS, Kansas. I've been here my entire life. That's where I met my kid's father. And he's been deployed since she was 2 weeks old, came back on her second birthday, and he doesn't get to see her. So we came on vacation down here and let him see her. This morning I texted him and I'm like, hey, is she up? How was she doing today? Where's she at today? And he ignored me. I have all these text messages to prove it. Ignored me for 2 hours. I'm texting again. Where is she? Hello? Where is my kid? I'm calling his mom. His mom's at work. I'm calling Miss Dawn. Miss Dawn's at work. I called his best friend. His best friend's at work. Any other option that I called, my best friend She was at work too, or busy, whatever she was doing. She was not with anybody that I knew of. So I'm like, where the is my kid? He would not tell me who she was with. She's with a sitter. Okay, what's the sitter's name? Where does the sitter live? Who is this sitter? Not telling me anything like that. So I have to find out from a roundabout that my daughter is with that I haven't heard about in 4 years. I don't talk to her. Me and her left off on the wrong foot. Do not shut her out at all. She has me blocked on Snapchat and Instagram. When I tried to get through to Snapchat and Instagram to be like, hey, what's your address? I need to come get my kid. I couldn't even get through to her. I find her address, so I pull up to where my kid is at. I look in the door. She's shooing my kid into a room. I'm like, is my kid here? Is Reagan here? Knock, knock, knock. Is my child here? I'm looking in the window. I'm hearing my kid. And I'm like, is my daughter here? I see my kid walk out to come get me. She shoos her back in the room. So at that point, I'm kicking her door. I'm going to kick the door. Why are you kidnapping my kid? Why are you holding my kid hostage right now? She's trying to come to the door to get to me. And you're literally concealing my child from me. And her, all three withheld information of where my child was at. I felt like my child was kidnapped at that point. I'm doing anything I can to get into that door.
So why did you contact the police?
Oh, I told him I was going to, but where am I going to send the police to? I didn't know. As soon as I got that address, I was already in the L section. And I pulled up to her house to get my child as civilly as possible. As civilly as possible. I knocked on the door. I asked if my child was there. As civilly as possible.
Civil my ass.
You in there, open the box, go and get my kid.
Civil my ass.
Keeping my kid hostage in
You
a room?
lying bitch.
I'm going ballistic. Nothing, no law, nobody's opinions, nobody's feelings that are going to get in between me and my child ever whatsoever. Take me to court, don't matter, I'll fight that. I don't care.
But what you're
Charge me with destruction.
Damn it. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go.
Destruction of property.
But what you originally stated was that you opened the door and your daughter came, so you walked up and grabbed her.
I never said that my daughter came out of that door.
That she
I
came,
walked
you saw her.
foot into the door, maybe not even a foot into the door.
But you didn't
And
walk.
grabbed my child, put her on my right hip,
You
and as
rushed-
he slammed me out the door, I came through my right side of the body out.
You rushed the door, causing it to swing open and cause damage to the interior of the house.
Maybe.
And on top of that,
Charge me for the half. I don't care.
all the while he's
I
telling
will charge her
you, when I asked you what he
and
said,
his wife for kidnapping.
every time I asked you anything, you couldn't remember everything. Except when I asked you, what did he say when you were in the house? And that is the only thing you can't remember. What he's saying to you is, get out of my house.
Okay.
Which means you didn't have info.
I said, give me my kid.
And then he's saying, get out of my house.
I said, give me my kid.
Okay.
Do you have kids? You don't. Okay.
I do.
But you're not a mother. You don't understand that mother.
Okay.
Come on.
You have your wife in the house with you? Your kid's mother in the house with you?
Anything else you want to add to say about what occurred today?
Yeah, I would like to press charges against him for kidnapping. Him and his wife.
Well, there is no kidnapping.
Yes, there was. Holding my child hostage, I would like to press charges on it.
Okay.
No, you just a bitter baby mama. Shut the fuck up.
Another felony. Your child wasn't taken for any felony offense or for ransom. They're being babysat by a family friend.
No, it's not just babysitting. It's holding hostage against the mother's will. So I would like to press charges. Fine, go ahead, press charges on that then. Or whatever you want to do. Let's get this court though.
Bitch, go hell.
Like really?
Other than that, nothing else want to add?
Huh?
Nothing else want to add?
Yeah, I would like to press charges. I would like to press charges.
Okay, for what?
For what?
For holding my child hostage.
Listen,
Arresting me? You're arresting me.
I'll explain everything.
For what? Are you that?
At this time you're being placed under arrest for burglary with a battery ×2 and criminal mischief.
Yeah, that's crazy. Really? This is you want to do?
Ma'am, please don't scream at our witnesses. At that point, you're intimidating a witness and a victim in a felony crime. That's another felony. Please don't talk to them. Walk by.
What the actual?
Stay here when we get the car.
Such an asshole, bro.
I just have to go based on what I've been told. And based on your statements and their statements.
They kidnapped my child!
Ma'am.
They have my child from me!
Well, shut the hell up.
That you'll have a chance to battle in court, but you're going to catch additional charges if you keep yelling at them.
Thank you. Thank you. You're ridiculous, bro. You're ridiculous. I work at a trauma-free facility.
Let's see, well.
Screw the out of you. You specifically, bro. Is that funny to you? You're smiling, though. You're such an asshole. This is why people hate cops. It doesn't mean to be very nice. You have space. Don't you know that? Look it up. Yeah, because it's true. It's funny, right? Can't even unlock a though. Feel so smart, uh-huh. I'm talking to you because your answers on it. I don't have nothing against her.
Alright, man, just watch your
Shut ugly ass. Shut the up. Stupid.
Instead, the tough mom act melts while she's in the back of the patrol car. Tears start flowing like full
Typical.
baby mode.
Typical hyena.
And she lets it all out. Just when you think she's out of gas, she reloads and fires right back at the officer.
When are you gonna get braces, officer? Close that little gap tooth of yours, huh? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Why do you have a lisp? You can't fix that can you? Huh? Well, they up because they didn't work for you. Oh, it looks stupid as on you.
What looks like people?
Your face.
What's very unkind?
Good, I want to be unkind. You know what's unkind? Taking a mother from her child with your ugly ass. That's unkind. Ow. Ow.
Kara was arrested and charged with burglary with battery, child abuse, and criminal mischief. At the time of this recording, no further information could be found online to determine the outcome of this case. I also want to thank Upside for sponsoring After Hours. Upside's a free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, food, and groceries. This is real cash back. It shows up in your Upside app, and then you just transfer it straight into your bank account. The other day, I went out to a diner, fantastic spread, great coffee. I used Upside, I got cash back. Also, every single time I fill up my tank now, I use Upside. The first time I used Upside when I got gas, I got almost $8 back, like actually insane. So once you have the Upside app, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. You pay as usual using your debit or credit card, follow the steps on the app, and you get paid. To find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description to download Upside or scan the QR code on screen. Use our promo code AFTERHOURS. You get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's promo code AFTERHOURS for an extra 25 cents back on your first gallon of gas. Next up, we're heading to Windsor, Connecticut, where things are about to get dangerous. A dad calls in saying his 22-year-old daughter is completely out of control. We're talking alleged screaming, yelling, and even punching herself in the head. Yep, not your typical family argument.
Punching herself in the head?
Hi. Is she here?
She's upstairs. She went to sit in her car for a while. I thought she was going to drive off, but she didn't.
Okay.
What's that noise?
Is that her?
No. I want to record the video. I want to record it too.
Okay.
But it's not just the father that's familiar with Erica Verona's antics. She has a long track record of aggressive behavior.
Last week for HR, yes, they were just here because they call us the same time. They assaulted them like a year and a half ago. But every single time they come here now, they want us with her, basically. They won't go in. They said that she assaulted a worker at Harvard last week. Oh, she might have. And dad said that no, she just threw something in her direction. Right. Oh, I know.
Erica!
sorry to bother you. Can we go outside so we can get some fresh air of dying in here? Do you know who this is, Erica?
No.
She's from CHR.
Okay.
All right.
So we met last week. I was here to talk to you. You remember now? Yes, I remember. Okay, good. So, what happened today that you started screaming and yelling?
I'm not too sure.
Don't remember?
I was upset.
Okay. So you just hit yourself in the head, right?
No.
No? Just now. That's fresh on your forehead.
Where, right here?
Yeah.
Nope, the sun's in my eyes.
So there's like a bump there. No? Okay.
What's that from, Erica?
The sun's in my eyes. My eyebrows going down?
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it is that.
So you're hitting yourself in the head, right? You're screaming, yelling. Did you threaten at all? Okay. So Erica, this has been going on for a little too long.
So what happened that you were yelling up there? Just off or something?
Yeah.
Somebody pissed you off?
Yeah.
I think it's hot with you all.
And here's something I don't understand. Why they want to bring the police in on a mental health episode? This here is clearly a mental health episode, but yet they want to sit there bringing the police. The fuck?
Are you trying to withdraw?
No.
She hasn't had pot in the past couple days. She was just looking for it before you guys got here. She needs rolling paper.
Do you feel like you're in withdrawal right now?
No.
Do you want some pot right now?
To be honest, I mean, if you're, it's legal.
That's not illegal.
It's legal, so you're not getting in trouble. No, you're not the only one that wants pot every day. You know?
Erica, it just helps us understand what you're going
You can't get in
through.
trouble for trying to help you. That's all.
That's all. We need to be honest, otherwise we can't help you how you need to be helped. So for safety purposes, we need to do a more thorough evaluation. This in the house, quick in and out is not really working. We're not getting you the treatment that you need. And it's just gonna keep happening over and over. It's just a cycle. Okay, so I'm going to request an ambulance come and just give you a ride to the hospital. You're gonna...
I still can't understand why is there a need for police officers for a mental health episode.
Meet with the therapist there and just talk and have a conversation with the therapist. Okay?
We have somebody who can pick her up later. Uber.
You okay with that? Perfect.
Where are you going, Erica? Huh? Okay, just leave this open. Where's the keys? Yeah.
I need to plug in my vape.
No, you're not doing that right now.
I need to plug in my vape.
Plug it in and... Nope, don't do that. She just whacked me in the head.
Thing and now she's got an assault charge.
Stop the car. Watch out, guys.
Oh, she almost ran him over. Oh, yeah,
You guys alright?
yeah.
She's taking off in the vehicle.
She almost ran his ass over. Gang on.
You guys okay? I'm bleeding.
I wish I could screen share this right now. I know I probably shouldn't make this prediction, but I'm gonna make it. Hopefully by April, I'll have me a laptop where I can show you guys visuals of what I'm actually looking at. Hopefully by April. She almost ran that dude over.
You guys okay? I'm bleeding. You gotta get cut. Have the medic pick it up for our guys. I see like a paper towel or something.
got the wind knocked out of me.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Sir, I didn't antagonize that, just so you know.
She got done
I knew she was gonna.
Erica was
Oh, okay. I thought you told me I antagonized by letting you go into the car. No.
No.
I knew she was gonna try and take off.
Can I take a picture of you?
No, not right now.
I want to pull my head.
That's fine.
You ran Erica over on us. See if she has any vehicles registered. Should be a white vehicle, small vehicle. We're going to have to get that on the hotline. Assault on officers down here. Almost ran them over.
Took off for the scene. She's still on.
Yeah, I said that earlier. She took off in a vehicle and also hit 2 of our officers. We need a supervisor down here, please.
Both officers end up needing medical attention on scene, and Officer Kesselbeck even takes to the hospital for a nasty cut to the forehead. Luckily, he's released a short time later. Police eventually catch up to Erica at a CVS in the next town over. Not exactly the best hideout. She's taken into custody and hit with a list of charges almost as long as a CVS receipt. Assault on a police officer, reckless endangerment, interfering with a police officer, and breach of peace. At the time of this recording, Erica's out of bond and awaiting her next day in court. Hey, by the way, one of the body cams we cover on After Hours every week prove the world is unpredictable, and having a great lawyer makes a huge
I'll be
difference.
right back,
That's
y'all.
where our
Hold on.
amazing partner and longtime sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. A firm with over 1,000 attorneys and some pretty sweet merch, too. Logan, zoom in on that. Thank you. 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a verdict of $29 million in Philadelphia, $2.7 million in Florida, and $5.6 million for a car crash victim in Georgia after insurance offered their client $0 in that case. Even if your case isn't worth millions, why not start a claim, fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it truly so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks or less. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/afterhours or click the link in the description and pinned in the comments.
You have you on camera and all stuff. Just like I said.
Memory, so if you guys show me, maybe then I will.
Now 20-year-old Esther Torres wants to play dumb, but let's be honest, she knows exactly what she did. Police say it's a scam she's allegedly been running for a while, but just happened to finally get caught. Miami detectives have been stacking up video evidence, linking Esther to a string of high-end heists, baiting men, then making off with their luxury watches. The first victim was an international tourist who brought Esther back to his room. She told police she pepper sprayed him before ripping his Hugo Boss watch right off his wrist and his wallet for good measure. Surveillance camera catches her casually walking out like nothing happened. But she's not done yet. On a hot streak, Esther strikes again just 4 days later. Another man, same story. This time, a man meets Esther in the lobby and they head up to his room. Then you guessed it, he ends up blinded by pepper spray while his $22,000 Rolex vanishes. Cameras show the victim stumbling outside the room, disoriented, desperately trying to recover and call for help. By now, all signs point straight to Esther Torres, and when Miami police finally track her down, well, her luxury crime spree hits a dead end.
I need you to step out of the car.
When?
Let's finish to step out of the car. Can you speak to Esther real quick? Esther, step out real quick. We're gonna talk, okay?
Okay.
Hi. Hi. You can leave your thing. Come back here real quick, okay?
Okay.
Everybody okay, officer? I'm gonna be honest with you, she's gonna go to jail. Okay? I'll put your handcuffs and come. I'll explain to you the whole situation, okay? Just give us a second, okay? We're police officers, okay?
Yeah, I know. That's always
So you're not to freak out. Okay? We're gonna talk about a couple things and stuff like that, okay? And then you'll be on your way, alright? Sounds good? Hold on too tight, we're good? No? Okay. Alright, now let's see my truck real quick, okay? Go on your feet to see you.
Yeah.
Esther Torres, right? No, not in the back here. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. There.
I can't get it in the front, can I?
No, unfortunately, no. See the balloons when we look up the box stuff. Okay? There are no weapons on you, know that stuff, right?
No.
Okay. So no want your baby to see and stuff. Yeah, let's talk about a couple things like that at the station, okay?
Yeah, because he knows what you can
And yeah, and we'll let you know everything's going on, alright? You're not to freak out.
I'm going to read you your rights, okay? I'm going to have you understand and read it. This is the form I'm going to read, okay? Well, then you read it afterwards, and then you tell me if you understand.
Okay.
And then you're going to sign down here that you understand everything I read to you, okay? So you read it with me. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to talk to me. Answer them.
I'd like to wait
Like to wait what?
until the lawyer is present.
Okay. So we're going to talk, right?
No. Well, unless you tell me what we're talking about, it's different.
No, I can't. If you want a lawyer, I can't talk.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Listen, that's why I read it to you, and I wanted you to understand. No? So pretty much, we can't talk about anything that's doing the case. That's why I read it, and I made sure you understand it.
So anything we ask, Esther, that's fine. Listen, just don't do bad things in my beach. That's it, okay?
Yeah.
You know obviously what you did?
I really don't. I promise to God I don't. I want to know what I did.
That's fine.
I really don't know.
We have you on camera and all that stuff. What's up, man? We're fine, fine. We have you on camera and all that stuff. Just like I said.
Memory, so if you guys show me, maybe then I will.
No, but you don't want to talk stuff, so that's fine. Just kind of like I said, we have on camera. Stop doing what you're doing. You've done it multiple times. Okay? Just my little 2 cents. When you wear your little blonde wig and stuff like that, does that sound familiar?
No, I love changing my hair. I love my hair.
When you wear your little blonde wig on Miami Beach, and you do what you do?
But how long ago was this? Because I have not done this in a long time.
Don't worry, so that's fine. Like I said, we can. I told her when she wears her little blonde wig, it goes to
the
Miami
last
Beach,
time I
and
had that blonde wig, you know how long ago I've had that blonde wig since? This is not blonde.
Like I said, all I said, when you wear your little blonde wig, you go to Miami Beach and you do bad things.
No.
Okay?
They do bad things.
I don't know who they is.
They expect bad things. Don't know an age or nothing. Disgusting. Ugh.
I can't even talk to you about it, okay?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not forcing you guys to
No,
talk.
that's fine.
Listen, I wish you the best.
Yeah. And I told her,
The officer's here.
stop doing what she's doing. Okay, Miami Beach. That's it.
Guess you could say her time finally ran out. Esther was arrested and charged with she accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 5 years of probation and $20,000 in restitution. Next, Orlando police raced to contain some high-altitude drama at Gate 13. Officers approach the passengers booted from the flight, and it doesn't take long before the story starts to unfold.
And then the other girl fell. After Jose pushed her, the other girl fell. And she's like, oh, I got hurt. The other flight attendant, I didn't get her name. And I was like, are you kidding me? I watched her fake it and fall down. She's like, oh, my wrist. I was like, she don't fight. Yeah. No, just stay. I'm trying. I went to go to the bathroom, sir. And then and then they were like, oh, you have to get squirted. And I was like, okay, like, they were sitting down in the chairs, and I was like, okay, you know, what's going on? I was like, I literally, like,
So every airline is different. So airlines are private entities, so they have their free will that they can decide whether they want to fly or not, right? It's a security question. So let's say she's intoxicated, they have a likely that disturbance or anything on the aircraft, so that's like it's out there. Let's come over here.
When we started the Milanicus law firm, it was just me and my wife, Brett. Since then, we've been able to grow to about 6 staff, 2 attorneys, and we're looking to grow further. What has allowed us to grow is listening to our clients, meeting their needs, and going above and beyond for them so that when their case is done, they send us their friends, their family. And the way that we continue to help them as we do grow is to make sure that we're staffed properly. Our team shares the same values that my wife and I established when we started the firm. Be compassionate with our clients, and to do great work. We're able to stay in communication with our clients and make sure the case goes well, and not only just get them the treatment they need, but also to maximize their recovery at the end of the day. We want to make sure that our clients speak with us and tell us what's going on at least each month, if not more than that.
You'll also find that our staff works with a great sense of urgency, especially at the beginning of the case, because there's so many questions that need to be answered, so many different things in the air that we're going to figure out with you, and then make sure that we're getting out all the letters and contacts that we need to make sure that your case goes smoothly going forward. What we've done here is set up a whole litigation department so that those cases that are in litigation are always moving forward. And that team's only concern is moving forward with these cases that are in litigation so that they can move faster, so that we can be prepared for trial, prepare our cases as if they're going to trial, which ultimately leads to better results.
So, I'm trying to understand this.
No, I totally understand. My boyfriend's literally going to a state trooper right now.
I got you. So, you're on the plane. You have to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
You go to the bathroom, they stop you, they say you need to be escorted to the bathroom.
Yes. They sent me escorted off the bathroom. So I think, and I graduate stopping university right literally tomorrow. And I got.
So you need to be escorted out of the bathroom?
Yes.
So you're already inside?
Yes.
Okay, so.
And but they didn't bother me until when I was in the bathroom.
Okay, so then what happened?
So I went out and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some scene. They're like, oh, you need to go out of the bathroom. And I was like, what? Like, why? And I was like, okay, like, that's, like, whatever. And then, like, I don't give any, literally, like, when I tell you that my boyfriend is a state trooper, and that my boyfriend had literally, like, been with him for 5 years.
I understand.
State trooper, they begged me to take Stafford, says, that's how
I got you. I'm focused on what happened with the pushing and the disturbance.
So I was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna go to the to my seat, because I'm like, this makes no sense, like, I'm literally not trying to keep any harm, like, yes, I had a couple drinks, but, like, I'm not trying to give any type of harm.
Okay. Did you guys witness everything?
They weren't there, I know exactly who it was on that plane.
Okay, so far we have one, and possibly one. Medical attention. Explain to me what.
The flight attendants informed me that the girl was drunk. She was in the restroom throwing up. The youngest one, the little short one.
The one with the tattoos, but correct?
Yes.
So go ahead.
When they informed me that she was intoxicated, I had to
I'm back. I'm back.
He showed up. They started
I'm back.
screaming. They were in the aircraft. I got asked to call you guys because they were.
Okay.
She finally left the jet bridge. I was kind of following them out a little bit. I told him to retract the jet bridge. She turned around, got in my face, and said, you got I said, thank you. She turned around, when she was facing me, she pushed me, and then turned around, and then the sister came up and shoved me again, which I tripped over on this.
So both of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I tripped, and then my shoe, and I fell on the ground.
Okay.
The short, skinny one first had pushed me, and then the bigger, her sister, pushed me right after.
And it was all stemmed from the facts of you were saying that it was drunk on the plane, or somebody said.
I didn't even say anything to them.
Okay, so pretty much they was coming off the plane, but they didn't really want to come off the plane at first. So eventually somebody said, okay, well I got her information. You got her sticker for her? That's what I'm saying. I know, I could get it from the car. I came in the car. You willing to write a statement, correct? You willing to write a statement, sir? So I could go get a statement. You got their information?
It was just drama. And the lady there was like, nope, she's drunk, she can't fly, she told us she was. And I was like, are you kidding me?
That sucks, but unfortunately.
No, I get it, so it's the rules,
I'm
yeah.
more concerned about, the battery, what happened with, the pushing. How was the push? That's what he was doing. He was just talking with a bunch of witnesses. So we have all these witnesses and, giving verbal statements, and the majority of them are saying it was like this, and then If more people are saying it was not intentional, like if it's more like to try to get her off the plane than it was to physically intentionally hurt her.
She was already off the plane. We were in the middle of the thing.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything for sure because I can talk to
Yeah, she was to use the bathroom. Yeah. We were like, where is she? Like, why isn't she back in the seat? And that's when they were interacting with her, and then they were pushing her off. And we were like, why can't she sit with us?
Was it just one hard push, or were they just like?
Oh, it was one hard push.
Okay.
And she's a coach. She coaches like.
She said she got pushed in the chest.
And boobs.
Yeah.
Push her boobs.
And it was just one hard push. Did he touch her again? And
No, he just gave her like a.
it was just one touch.
Yeah. And then I said some mean things to him
Okay.
because he was mean.
From like the front of the plane, where did it happen? Was it like more towards the front?
I can show you. It was like right, you know, like where they did turns and the.
Yeah.
Right there.
Actually, I don't think there's enough space, so I can stay and watch it for you.
Fine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll stay here and watch it for you. So wait, I'm confused. Who's going to jail? The sisters. The sisters. Okay. It's like video. Okay,
After talking to witnesses and piecing it together, turns out it was little sis who initiated the in-flight fiasco. So when EMS clears her of any medical emergency, it's time for officers to deliver the news she won't like hearing.
Can you put your phone away?
Okay. Do I have a copy of the report as well?
In a second, okay? You'll listen. Michael? Alright. You'll be detained right now.
Why am I detained?
I'll let you know in a second.
Why am I detained?
Need the other one?
Why am I detained? Why? Can I go to the picture?
Give her this chair.
Oh my god. Oh, Kevin. I'm still on it. Come on, I'm detained, sir. No, I wouldn't announce before you do it.
Okay.
Under arrest.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay?
No, that's not fair. Why am I under arrest? Okay, why? Why?
Alright. Based on the investigation, we are charging you for the battery.
For what?
Battery.
What does that mean?
Assaulting the flight attendant. She's retained.
Relax.
Yeah, but the girl that faked it, that's yeah, all them. What?
No. Okay.
You are not handcuffing my sister.
No, okay, wait a minute. Okay. Don't worry, I'll call you. I'm calling you. I'm not leaving her. I'm not leaving her. I'm not leaving her. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
I want that. I want that.
Yeah, entitled ass little white girls.
I will.
I don't understand.
When we get to that stuff, we will.
understand. I want it. I'm my dad. Do you have video of the law enforcement? Of the...
If you want this dog?
Do you have...
Okay.
Just try to relax.
I wish I was going to carry all the time by herself. Why am I getting arrested?
We'll call someone to help her, like, wheel it out.
Why am I doing this? Why
They're saying that it was because I was supposed to get on that first. And it's not, we're not only getting word from her, but it's other things are saying this is
Can you at least take my coats off when he's in the car?
No, can't do that, I'm sorry.
I'm a criminal!
I understand that.
Please! Please search me and take me off. I don't want to lie.
Please relax.
No, I can't. I don't want these on.
Well, shut up.
Can you please take the notes off?
Okay, your sister's gonna be here with us. The sooner you get us through this, the sooner it will come off. We need you to relax. Your sister's here. You guys are gonna go together. What I need to ask from you is, do you have anything else on your person? We're gonna search you, okay?
Search me.
Yeah, we'll have
Search me. I don't care. Just take me notes off.
I need you to just relax.
Is there cameras in the flight plane? Like, is there cameras there? Did you guys leave the look at them? Why are these on me? Why are these on me? I need them all through. I'm a hairdresser. I'm afraid of
Laura, it's fine. You're fine.
The sister duo was charged with battery and disorderly conduct. Both were referred to a pretrial intervention program, and their cases were closed. Once the program is completed successfully, the criminal charges will be dismissed.
This whole dude are fighting. And then he gets the gray on him.
Next up, we're in Madisonville, Kentucky, where Officer Wickham stumbles upon a young man in a one-sided street fight with a utility pole. Looks like the guy's having more of a breakdown than a meltdown, especially since the pole seems to be the winner in this situation.
You don't have any ID, your paperwork or anything?
No,
Okay.
yeah, I'll move my stuff sometimes. Like, it's all about
Gotcha. Tell you what, right now you're detained, okay? So let's put your hands on your back. Face that way for me. What are you taking to do?
nothing wrong with me.
Come over this way for me to find my part, please.
Okay.
You haven't taken anything? So why are you doing martial arts, fighting poles and stuff?
I wanted to practice. I had a little dog. Escape from her yard.
Yeah, he gotta be on something.
I escaped and so I read a book about martial arts. And it would it inspired me to try some things that remind me of skateboarding.
Okay. So what's your name?
Michael Graham.
Michael Graham? Yeah. What's your birthday?
In TC. So that was the last place I was registered. Three of my boys, I didn't see what to do.
And 12 was a Michael Graham. Anything illegal on you? No pocket knives or weapons or anything? Anything, any illegal drugs? Alright, I'll patch your nose, okay? What's this right here? What is this?
I thought I was what's your deal with it?
It's not candy. There's not any candy in here. A lighter, $1. Where there was fighting up that pole right there. Oh goodness, see that pole once, you were laying down, weren't you?
Yeah, I was doing my whole
What's that? Oh, they're hanging out?
No, I figured you would have said that. But I figured you were just
Okay. Where are you from?
I am hanging out with
What's that?
I'm from Colorado.
Colorado? Where'd you find these? What is this?
I don't know. I believe it's
Looks like a headlight. Some of them right now you're under arrest. Public intoxication. Okay. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I figured he was on something. He gotta be on something.
Cigarettes?
Oh, 100% charge. Perfect.
Whatever you want to. I actually I was thinking about going to the hospital. I was wondering if I could go to the hospital beforehand. Sure did. Yeah. Okay. Well, they got a nurse out at the jail. That's where we're going to go now. Okay. Take a seat for me, please. Good.
Yeah, he has a fucking cut.
You're right there. You got to go all the way over. I think right behind me, I already camera deployed. Martial arts. I dropped him all the way down there where our cornerstone building is, all the way down. And then he got to this pole there and started fighting. And then he hit the ground. I'm like, what? Are you losing?
Michael was arrested and charged with public intoxication. He was released on his own recognizance the next day. Next, we head to New Smyrna Beach. It's 4th of July and police are on high alert, so officers act fast when they observe two subjects with open containers who seem underage.
In front of breakers with 3 900 will be out with me. Can we get a unit with a case? How old are you? Huh? I don't know anything to say. You don't want to tell me your name, date of birth, and your age? No. Oh my God. Let's go. Everything still? You have one chance to tell me your real name and your date of birth. 2003. 2003. August 11th. Imagine getting somebody in trouble. Back up. You're not just sitting there. Are we just sitting here? Look at all these people back here. Okay, cool. So you're not 21. What did I say? What did I say? I'm like, God, did we get some lies? I said you were 21. One more word. What's your name? How old are you? Well, you appear intoxicated to me. Come over here. Come over here.
I'll walk you and say lying, brother.
Sit down. Sit. Sit down.
It doesn't f***ing matter. Get the f*** off me.
Okay. Come sit down.
Get off me.
Stop. Come back over here and sit down. Sit down. Stay there.
Am I doing something wrong?
Yes, you are.
Guys, candy,
Calm down.
what am I doing? Read it to me.
Well, now you're
Mommy.
resisting.
Resisting what?
I'm not going to hear about it. Have a seat on the court. Have a seat on the court. Are you still refusing to give me your name and date of birth? I'm sorry?
Eventually, the underage drinkers realize the seriousness of the situation and cooperate with law enforcement.
Those are friends right there.
I would tell them not to come up and get involved, otherwise they're going to end up the same as your other friend over there. Why are you acting like that? You're asking about my friend?
I'm just standing
I think you're just really intoxicated. I think you're really intoxicated. Or is that so you're making bad choices right now? So calm down. I'm not taking you with disrespect.
Okay, quiet. You just stand here with all respect. You guys are good to go. Here's your job, whatever. I'm just here from Ohio, just standing here.
Alright, what's your name?
Again, Honey Penny. M-A-K-A-N.
Wait a minute, one more time. M?
A-Y-L-A. Honey Penny. M-O-N-E-Y. P-E-N-N-Y.
In order?
Yeah, sure.
What's your date of birth, Michaela?
Just a bunch of underage idiots.
As you guys try to get more and more vague and quiet, you're making it worse for yourself, all right? You are required to identify yourself, but you've given me... Listen, let me finish talking, all right? If we cannot ID you, then we have to take you, hook you, and fingerprint you. You have no choice but to go fully into custody. We're trying to work through that. That's why she's asking, do you have an ID? Do you have a credit card? Something to identify you. Now you might magically have it on you.
No, I'm telling you, I can check.
Okay.
Because I don't remember if I had on me genuinely on my mom's life. I don't remember if I brought it with me. So I can check. Is that what you want?
It might be what you want. Hey, it's Kirk. Hey, do you guys have rapid ID?
It might be in here. Yeah.
It's 2005. I'll take that, yeah, let me know. Alright, we're right in front of breakfast. Okay.
I'm sorry about earlier. I was thinking about my sister's birthday. It was my birthday.
Oh yeah, accidentally thinking of your sister's birthday, were you? Ah, amazing.
My sister's not even of age. Why would I tell you my sister when she's not of age?
Do you think this is like my first time dealing with people drinking underage?
It's my
Like
sister's
very
not of
first
age.
time that we've got fake names and IDs?
They were our age once too.
We were.
I know.
You feel good about that? You feel good about that? I promise you, you can't make me mad. Okay, does that make you feel better?
No, it
Being belligerent when you're intoxicated?
That's sad.
I think it's sad that you feel like you have to talk that way to people.
No, I think it's sad that you
Have we put you down?
Yes.
Have we disrespected you?
Yes.
Because
With all of these people next to us, sitting here swimming, and you feel the need to go up us. Look at all these people drunk as driving home off this night. We're all going, are we driving home? No.
well, that's good. But you'll be happy.
Driving home.
We will.
Good for you.
We're also good at doing it. There you go again. Trying to make yourself feel better.
All right, brother.
Not your brother. You don't know my wife.
Your wife probably cheats on everyone for you, right? Does that make you sad?
There you go. You're trying. You're trying hard.
Does it though?
Trying.
I don't mean to be rude to you, but does it make you sad?
Actually, you're trying to be rude, but yet you're staying in handcuffs. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, you gotta talk. That's fine.
My mom is gonna get me out of this, so what?
What's that? I'm sorry. I can't understand you. You're slurring.
Does that affect me that you took me over on the beach when mom's gonna get me out of there for my mom and dad?
No, it doesn't affect me. That's not going to get you out of handcuffs right now.
Because you're not gonna get no permission for it, buddy.
That's true. We definitely do not work on commission.
Yeah, no. But I hope you guys have a good time today. Like,
We are.
I don't mean to be a but I do take
What is this, like natural?
Yeah, it is natural. What can I say? Like, you guys are out here doing your job, and I'm out here being a woman. I'm just trying to enjoy my beach time.
Not helping. sister?
I mean, they're going. So
Yeah,
we
let's
can
just say,
transport it, whatever you want to transport it. We can walk people up there. We got enough.
yeah, we can walk one.
Like this. That's fake information too. So.
Yeah, you don't come back. You come back. There's no record found.
Makayla, Michaela Moneypenny, Diana. Okay, try it again because okay, well that's my name and there it is for you. Makayla.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere in the car. Wherever the Super Legacy is.
I think they might have left you.
Well, they're not right there, so I don't think they left me.
Their car. Okay. So I guess we didn't ever.
That's a lot better than you guys do.
I'm not fucking anybody, bro.
That's fair.
I don't care. Get like a bonus for it, bro.
No.
So where's the Subaru she's talking about? It's at the house?
At the house. We walked on here. I don't know what the problem is. Whatever,
She said her shoes was in the Subaru. She was thinking the Subaru was here. You're saying it's in the house and you guys walked down here. I just want to make sure your car doesn't end up in the ocean if it's down there. Okay. All right. You just trying to get out? All right, you're good.
Michaela, just stop. Just cooperate.
Making it worse for yourself.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I don't even see why these kids dragging this shit out.
We're gonna walk up the stairs up here, okay?
You guys want to take one each?
The underage trio was caught with a cooler filled with alcohol. All were arrested and transported to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Damn,
Michaela was charged
fireball.
with resisting an officer, disorderly intoxication, and liquor possession by a person under 21 years old. Her friends were charged with similar charges as well as false ID given to a law enforcement officer. No further information could be found about the outcome of this case. We end today's episode in Marathon, Florida, where a rowdy teenage influencer is about to receive a taste of his own medicine. It all begins with staff at Sunset Grill reporting a disturbance. According to staff, a well-known influencer and his crew roll up and unleash chaos, shouting profanities, threatening employees, and then flee the scene in a yacht. Florida Fish and Wildlife track the boat and find 18-year-old Louis Barrios just as he's attempting to moor up at his house. When he notices police, he quickly reverses with 3 of his friends still on board.
Fleeing a limb's a felony. Let's go. Get off the post.
On a yacht. Punk ass rich kid. Punk ass rich kid.
You guys got a dock your vessel. Let's go.
Smoking marijuana, let's go. Check the boat. Check the boat. Check the boat. They're saying the public are taking me to jail. Yes, they are. He just said he's taking me to jail. They're taking me to jail. They said that I just created it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to push the start of the boat, bro. Can you get this time? I'm trying to control him. Yeah, they need the address. Don't need one. Don't need one. We don't need one. Don't need one. Don't need one. Yeah, I'm taking you to jail, Lewis, and I'll do it again. Over and over again. I don't care. I have anxiety because of right. I got diagnosed with paranoia, bro. I'm literally about to have a panic attack. Everybody in this neighborhood has called in on you. Everybody. You brought this in on yourself. You brought it on yourself. You fled from law enforcement when they got here. Talk the boat. You're trash. You're going to jail. Nobody cares about your TikTok, Lewis. Nobody cares. You're a child. Get off the boat. What TikTok, dude? I'm going to jail. They're taking me to jail. Oh my God, there's my life. Sorry. No, you're good. I've been on it before. What did I do wrong, man? I've already been in. I haven't worked. He's going back and forth so he can record all of this. It's all good. What did I do? What did I do? This guy's in trouble. Look at them right here. Look at them up. They're all taking me to jail. You guys want to take me to jail? You think it's okay? You're breaking up. So can I? Do you mind if I go back? Okay, can I talk? I'm not going nowhere. Stop talking on the phone and talking to us. You're not cool, bro. Bro, you can do many things at once, bro. Exactly. Shut up. Because he's a grown. It's not tough. I know he's an accident. I've talked to him before plenty of times. And now he's telling me he's taking me to jail after I've already been in. And that's a mother that took me to jail. I did this. I'll spit in your face. No, what is your threat to law enforcement? Okay, now you just got another charge. Good job. Off the boat. Hold on, don't let him run. Hold on. I don't want to lose you, bro. Hold on, son. I don't want to. I respect you. Look at them. They're literally taking me to jail right now. Call them, letting them back. Call them. They're taking me to jail. I'm parking the boat, bro. They're taking me to jail right now for literally no reason. Because it took Sunset Grill and I left Sunset Grill. And I have it on video. They told me I left. You're getting trespassed from Sunset. I left, brother. It's on video, brother. I left. The owner of Sunset literally told me. Still getting trespassed. I watched you on video leave. Brother, I left. Brother, they asked me to leave and I respectfully left with the most respect. Bro, am I going to jail? Come on down. Here we go. Come on down. You're going to jail. I'm going to jail. You are going to jail. Look, you said I'm going to jail. Hey, listen. I've already been, bro. I didn't do bro. I'm trying to get you changed. 9427 Marathon. So you're going to give me a chance. Vessel's currently docked. We're waiting on Lewis Barrios Jr. to come off the vessel. Watch what they're going to do. Watch how they're going to literally, y'all are literally about to take me, right? Right? Look, watch. Show my face. Watch. Look. Abusing. Oh my God, we're abusing you so bad right now. So what did I do? They told me I was trespassing and I left. The owner of Sunset Grill told me I could stay. God told me I could stay. Except the owner actually requests police to trespass Lewis from the Sunset Grill.
Sometimes love for your cat can get lost in translation.
It's actually from the both of us.
Wellness pet food turns that love into proven benefits you can see and they can taste through delicious meals with real shreds of chicken and fish, protein-packed, culinary crafted recipes they can't wait to savor, or classic favorites with the taste, texture, and variety they adore.
The Sunset Grill.
It's really hard. And you definitely don't have trespass. Yes, sir. All right.
Well, he's threatening us now, so yes.
Well, he's threatening me. You know, if it's saying he wants to trespass.
The managers, because the managers want to.
Look, he doesn't care. Look, here we go. They don't care. This is all you guys have to do, right? Dude, why, bro? I'm a good kid. I don't do no harm to nobody.
But he allegedly did harm people, including his neighbor.
Threatened to come over and
But he did the same thing to them on the phone.
to the police.
Well, no, to someone at Sunset.
Okay.
So,
He's not right. He's really not.
you got anything on you?
No, bro. Check the boat. Check the boat.
Spread your legs, shoulder width apart. Foot to the left.
Search the boat. Search the boat. Look, they're transporting me. They're taking me to jail. They're taking me to jail. What the is this, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, don't put your finger in my face.
Calm down.
What are you gonna do? Hit me? Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
Stop giving up yourself.
Hit.
You want another charge? No.
Hit. Hit. A charge for what? Trespassing? I didn't even trespass.
No.
A condom.
Okay. Can I stay here? Do you want to go to jail? Do you have any
I
ID?
want to go to jail,
Do you
bro.
want to jail?
No, they're taking me to jail.
Give this to one of your friends.
Bro, what did I do? He said I was trespassing and I left.
He's acting all hard right now. Why are you crying like a little girl?
But you're a little.
Hey, you know how many charges you're going to get, man? I would chill out. You're going to get a lot of charges, man. Just chill out. Okay, all right, let's go.
They told me I was trespassing and I left, bro. I left. I spoke with the owner. He literally told me. I asked them. We spoke to the cops. They said, you're leaving. Okay, fine. Have a good day.
Is there anything on the boat you want to go to jail with you?
No.
Okay.
Search the whole boat.
Now let's go.
What are you taking me here for? What am I getting taken here for, bro? Oh my God.
Fleeing, looting, trespassing.
Fleeing and looting. I didn't flee and loot. You guys scared me and I came back. Fleeing and looting is not that, bro.
Come on.
Fleeing and looting is not that. You know it's not. You know it's not. You're not a strong man. I'm stronger than you. You know that. You know that.
Okay.
You know that. You know that.
Okay. I'm behind you, Sturgis.
You know that. What the is this? Search the boat. Search the boat. Pigs. You're a pig too. Oh, it's on the bar. I literally didn't do literally didn't even do I haven't done
You got the key? You need transport?
Targeting a teenager 24/7. 24/7. Look at everything on video. Look. All my neighbors recording you. Look at this. Literally look at this. Shut the What did I do? Tell me what I did. Dude, I didn't flee and loot. I came back. I simply got scared. I have anxiety because of you guys. That's really annoying, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, was ID? No.
I don't have ID.
No, I asked him where his ID was.
Louis Vargas.
Barrios?
Is it Junior?
Junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
5220. Louis Barrios.
What the did I do, bro? Oh, dude, this is too tight. You handcuffed me the wrong way.
I'll take a look when I get to the truck.
What did I do, brother? Please, can I get a reason of why I'm going to jail? And dude, just so you know, you're you and your mother, everybody that you stand for. I wish you were the one grabbing me right now. I promise. I promise you. I promise you. What are you gonna do? Touch me, bro. Touch me exactly because you're What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Tell me what I did. Tell me what I did. Tell me what I did.
All right, lean against the truck.
Yes, sir. I have nothing. There's nothing on that boat.
No drugs on you?
No, brother.
Got anything on you? It's going to be a felony charge. Anything you use, bring it into the jail. It's going to be like,
Brother, I didn't do anything. I was fishing, brother.
you want your shoes to go with you?
Of course I want my shoes to go. But what type of stupid question is that? Can I put them on?
Sure.
Appreciate it. That should be so nice. Can I get a shirt, please? Can you just ask my friends for my
You have a
shirt?
shirt on the boat?
Yeah, bro. Bro. How does that look, bro? Really? I literally just got scared and I came back, bro. I came back out of respect for you guys. I could have really just stayed out there, called and you know, been a real buddy. But I came out of respect. I came out of respect, bro, because I've seen this guy before. I came out of respect. There's nothing on this boat on that boat they should take me for.
Dude, can you just shut the fuck up? Damn, you're annoying.
Nobody can take me. I'm getting myself. Touch me.
You don't get a
dickhead.
choice there, boss.
Fix this, please.
No, you're secured.
Oh, dude, my.
Hey, this is looser
So
than
I have
it's
to be
supposed to
like
be.
this? No.
You're secured.
This.
So it's okay.
Lean back. Lean back.
What am I going to jail for? Tell me. Explain.
I've already explained it multiple times.
What? Explain.
Lean back.
Explain.
Lean back.
Or what? Explain.
Lean back and look to the left.
Hey,
Explain.
Lean back
Explain.
and look to the
look,
left.
dude.
Explain.
Damn it. See, when I want it. Damn it, I wasn't quite done yet.
Look, dude.
Explain. I'm literally listening to you. You're not explaining.
I've already explained
You're
it.
being mad aggressive, bro. For no reason. You haven't explained
I have.
What did you multiple times what?
I'm sure.
I don't know if he's got bruises or what it is. He goes one line, when he's crying, he smells hard.
Explain what I
Where's
did.
your ID at?
No, where did he from? I told
It's fine. He's in our
I told her again when you piece of
system. So
Shut the
he's in our system. I'll get it for you. Okay. We have all this information. Oh, adjust our head button.
Hey, do y'all have a cage in your car? Do y'all have like
We do. What are you
window,
gonna do about it?
can your car up or something and not straight to me?
Jail for no reason. My life.
Hey, hang on, dude. Just can you get a metal card? Metal. Hey, listen, man. You don't even know me, okay? So
Explain to me what I'm going for, bro.
I don't know. I just got here, so calm down.
Crime is not something you really think of when you think of celebrity.
This here is Killer Cases. It's entitled Woman Unalive Stepdad After Finding Her Nudes on His Computer. Weird, but whatever.
Beach.
And I'm scared to death. I don't want to be a part of it.
On the screensaver, she saw a picture of a pair of naked, nude breasts. There were some pretty shocking videos of her involved in sexual activities.
It's a complete betrayal of trust.
Tom was a business partner, very much an environmentalist and a conservationist.
They don't know where Tom is at, so they don't even know what they have. They don't know they have a missing person. They don't know they have a homicide.
They look in the bedroom, they look in the living room, trying to find evidence of life. Have you seen Tom? Where is Tom?
We're trying to find Tom. Do you know where Tom is? Called him missing.
Around 7 a.m., they discover this pile of trash in the driveway, which they had ignored before.
Detective Rosa Patron looks at the pile of trash and says, "Hey, has anyone checked this pile yet?"
This is where he's going to come. Get out of that situation.
And I grabbed the gun.
Trying to find the first place to put a body.
No, sir.
The only thing they could do was kill him.
You want to say anything? Need a jury to find the defendant.
Oops.
Well, 2020 is finally over, much to the relief of most of us.
New Year's Day, January 1st, 2021, at around 1 p.m.
Sheriff's communication, dispatcher 553. No, it's last night, a friend of mine asked me to come over, and she said that she had possibly killed, or she said she killed her stepdad, and asked me to move the body with her. Okay.
Dispatch doesn't know what to make of it. This confession, this murder that may or may not happen.
And I never saw the body, and I left. And I stewed on this all night. I know I should have called right then. I didn't know what to do. I about barely slept. I was thinking about it all night. Okay. And what is your name? My name's Adam.
Adam Cyprian, and his call is about a friend named Jay Jenks.
I don't know if she really did this. Okay. And I don't know if she seems suicidal. You know what I mean? And I'm scared to death. I don't want to be a part of this. And I don't know if she really killed this guy.
The guy, according to the caller, was a man by the name of Tom Merriman.
That she lived in the house. I'm nervous, you know what I mean? She put me there and I didn't call, you know what I mean, for 12
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, absolutely, and so because we're not sure, I'm gonna have to contact you. Okay. Tell them what happened, tell them your side, and they're gonna go from there, okay? Okay.
Deputies were dispatched to the Solano Beach section of San Diego, to a location on Nardo Avenue, where both Tom Merriman and his stepdaughter, Jay Jenks, lived.
They need to do what they need to do, which is to see what's going on. So they start reaching out to see where Tom is when they go to Tom's apartment to prepare to do a welfare check.
They look in the bedroom, they look in the living room, trying to find evidence of life. They can't find Tom. They get more details, and now they're starting to call numbers, knock on doors. Have you seen Tom? Where is Tom?
Crime is not something you really think of when you think of Solana Beach.
I'll
It's
be
honestly
right
just
back.
known as a really great, safe, quiet place to live.
And Tom Merriman and Jay Jenks were known to have a close and loving relationship, even after Jay's mother and Tom divorced.
They continued their relationship and actually grew closer together.
She was definitely someone that Tom relied upon as far as taking care of him, as far as helping him with his health, helping him go to the doctor, going to the hospital, things like that.
Tom was well known in the area as the founder of a non-profit butterfly farm.
Tom was, as a business partner, working together 7 days a week for over 10 years. Very much an environmentalist and a conservationist. He was a smart guy, incredibly intelligent.
Definitely a gentle soul, someone who is very, very focused on conservation and educating the community about butterflies.
I literally was expecting him back to work that day or the next day.
And Jay Jenks was known for her thriving interior design business.
Jade was a very dynamic individual, and she has a really good personality, and was developing a pretty niche practice there in the Solana Beach area.
The search for Tom continued all of New Year's Day.
Maybe it's just a misunderstanding, because they don't know if this is actually true. They can't find Tom. And they see Jay Jenks leaving her driveway, and they pull her over, and they want to question Jade to see if she knew where Tom was.
So today is Friday, January 1st, 2021, and we're at the North Coastal Sheriff's Station here in Encinitas. It is
9:01 p.m. or 21 hours.
Okay, it's in regards to case number 211001009. My name is Rosa, and this is my partner Noah. We work for the San Diego Sheriff's Department, and we're assigned to the homicide unit. Okay, we're here to talk to you about why you're here. But obviously, before we can do that, we want to hear your side of the story. We want to know what's going on, why you're here today. Okay, and so but before we can do that, we need to read you your rights. Okay, so now having in mind and understanding everything that I have told you, we're going to talk to you about what happened last night. Okay, and so we're just going to have a conversation. We're going to take it slow. Okay, and we're going to just talk to you. Okay, so you're an interior designer. You said you've been doing it for 18 years, and you have your business for a little over a year.
They got some background information about her relationship with Tom.
And so Tom is who?
My stepdad once removed.
Okay. Married to your mother?
Was, yeah.
Was, okay. How long ago were they married?
About 20 years ago.
Oh, wow, okay. So you said you haven't spoken to her in 12 years?
At least, maybe 13.
Any reason why?
She's nuts.
Okay. And are you married?
Yeah.
Okay. Ever been married?
No.
So tell me about Tom. What is he what relationship do you have with him?
Can you tell me what I'm being about? I'm just really nervous with what to answer. This seems like a really big deal, and I don't want it.
Damn it.
Really nervous with what to answer. This seems like a really big deal, and I want to say something. Can you tell me?
Well, we're trying to find Tom. Do you know where Tom is?
No. Who called? called him missing. But his family hasn't seen him for over 48 hours, so... He just got released from the hospital yesterday. Okay. Did you see him yesterday? Yeah, I picked him up from the hospital. Okay. Do you know where he went? No. What can you tell me other than he's just missing? That's all we don't know where he's at. We're trying to find him. Okay. And so you were the last one to see him because you picked him up from the hospital. So that's why we want to talk to you about him.
And then she asked for her lawyer. At that point in time, legally, you're prohibited from asking her any question. During the interview, the police are searching for Tom. They haven't found him yet. They have no evidence to book her for murder or anything else, so they release him.
They don't know where Tom is at, so they don't even know what they have. They don't know if they have a missing person. They don't know if they have a homicide. They're just trying to figure out what's going on. We're now talking probably midnight. It is dark outside. So they write up the search warrant. They contact a judge.
They search Tom's apartment high and low, Jay Jenks's apartment high and low, waited for daylight to search the driveway and other areas outside.
Around 7 a.m., they discover this pile of trash in the driveway, which they had ignored before.
Gifts and boxes and things like that. It didn't look so out of the ordinary. Detective Rosa Patron of the San Diego Sheriff's Department looks at the pile of trash and says, "Hey, has anyone checked this pile yet?" She removes a couple items and sees the silhouette of a man in a blanket that was buried under the pile of trash. That was Tom Merriman. He still had his hospital bracelet on, still had his socks on, but there he was, dead, and it was clear he had been dead for some time.
It had been just a few hours earlier that Jay Jenks denied knowing anything about it.
A San Diego woman, Jade Jenks, has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of her ex-stepfather, Thomas Merriman, whose body was discovered by deputies with the San Diego County Sheriff's Office. Jenks was arrested at the scene and has entered a plea not guilty.
People were completely shocked. There were a lot of unanswered questions, and people just really wanted to know how this could happen.
And what had gone wrong between
Yeah,
Jade
what
and her
happened?
stepfather?
We were able to gather the extent of the relationship from looking at the text messages and chat history from both Jade's phone and Tom's phone. Do you want to grab dinner? Hey, can I come over? Would you like to go on a walk?
He'd been intoxicated, and he'd taken a fall and was bloody.
Jade had called 911 and helped get Tom to the hospital and then to a rehab center.
Basically, he's an alcoholic, and so they then had to detox him. Jade was doing a good thing by cleaning out his apartment, which was a mess. She was cleaning it, and she bumped the computer. On the screensaver, she saw a picture of a pair of naked, nude breasts, and she recognized the breasts because there was a beauty mark that was above I think the left breast, and it was hers, and she knew it. And then she hit the space bar again, so there are multiple pictures of her in various stages of undress and at different ages.
Some were explicit, some were scantily clad, and some were fully nude. They were all photographs that Jade and her partner at the time took consensually, so there was no hidden camera or anything like that Tom set up. Somehow he got access to these nude photos, and we will never know how.
It's an absolute invasion in regard to this is her stepfather that has these photographs. Her stepfather that she has a great relationship with, a stepfather that she does things for. She takes care of him, and he takes care of her. So it's a complete betrayal of trust. So after discovering that, she reached out to a few friends of hers to tell them what she found.
She sent to one friend a copy of the photos. Look what I found. I can't believe this.
And one friend referred Jade to someone who did private security.
And that person's name was Alan Roach. That the person who she thought of as a fixer. actually paid him to stand guard while she showered. Why is that? She felt so uncomfortable showering by herself, she lived by herself, that Tom could come home at any time.
She also had, at some point, put a tarp down, like a plastic tarp by her bed with a knife, so that if somebody came in, they have to walk on the tarp. So she started freaking out pretty bad.
She was sent to pick up her stepfather from the rehab facility on New Year's Eve day.
From what we could tell from the text messages, she was
Weird
formulating a
shit.
plan.
She didn't explicitly say in any of the messages, the murder of my stepfather, anything like that, but all these messages really raised a lot of questions.
She was thinking and deliberating and premeditating what to do. And she sent a text message to a friend. His name is Mike Liebert. It might look like it can mean anything. What does I just made the call mean? Maybe it means I made the call to confront him about it. I made the call to move away and tell his landlord and tell his whole family. But that's not the call that she made.
Tom Merriman was released from the on-the-hour rehab center at 11:19 a.m. on New Year's Eve day.
He had hundreds and hundreds of pills because they gave him a bag full of his own medications.
So she doses Tom with the medication that he was discharged with. The key text message that we knew that this was her plan was, I just dosed the hell out of him. And she
Really?
sent that to the fixer, Alan Roach. That text message was sent after she picked up Tom, shortly after 11 a.m. That told us everything. That this was not something that was an accident, that she had a plan to murder Tom.
Moments after picking up her stepfather, Jake Jenks is seen on a drugstore's surveillance camera.
Tom still wanted his additional medication.
And then to a nearby liquor store.
She bought Tom his favorite alcohol, but she picked up some chocolates because those were his favorites and wanted to make sure that Tom got his favorite chocolate since he was just out of the hospital.
And a final stop at a lumber store, with Tom waiting in the car, heavily dosed.
She bought some rope, she bought some towels, she bought 2 sets of gloves, nitrile gloves and nitrile dipped gloves. We called it a murder kit because that's what it was.
When she eventually ends up back at their residence, she tries to get him out of the car, so he falls in the driveway.
The receipts always do people in every damn time. The receipts will do them in every damn time.
Like, just falls.
And she is not strong enough to pick him up into the back of her car or to carry him down these stairs and into his apartment.
Jade started to panic because Alan was supposed to get in contact with her about being back at the house.
Roach does not respond, so Jay texts a girlfriend, Sarah.
And Sarah's boyfriend helps Tom get back into Jay Jinx's Toyota 4Runner into the back. Now she's still reaching out to the fixer. Alan Roach says, I can send my partner, my friend, Brian Solomon, to go and help you.
Solomon is seen on surveillance footage at a store buying some surgical gloves before heading to meet Jay.
Brian Solomon has no idea what is about to happen.
Jay goes, he's drugged. I want you to strangle him, bring him to the apartment, and I'll take care of the rest. Those were the words that Brian Solomon said that she said to him, strangled him. And we asked him, are you certain those were the words? Like, those are verbatim the exact words that she said. I want you to strangle him, bring him inside, and I'll take care of the rest.
He gets out of there as fast as he can. He wanted no part of this murder. Nobody saw what was going on. No one could see up this long driveway and into that car. And she decides that she has to go through with the murder on her own. That's when we believe that she puts on the gloves, strangled Tom around his neck as lightly as she could. As soon as she was done strangling him, as soon as she confirmed that Tom was dead, at 5:23 p.m., she sends a text message to Tom saying, checking in on you, how you doing? She wanted to cover her tracks.
It was around 7 p.m. when Jade's friend Adam showed up at her home.
She knew Adam was going to be the type of person not to go to the police, so she thought.
She tells Adam, I drugged him, I suffocated him, I strangled him with a bag. I need you to help. He's in my car. I need you to help me get him back into his apartment. I need it to look like an overdose. He said, I don't want anything to do with this. I love you, but I gotta go.
It is now 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, and all of Jade's other friends are off celebrating.
So from what the evidence that we discovered was, Jay Jenks was still trying to get Tom's body into his bed to make it look like an overdose. When she pulls him out of her car, he goes down like a bag of rocks. He's too heavy to pick up, and she realizes, oh no, Tom's body is here on the driveway. I have to cover it up and stall. That's when she starts going into Tom's apartment, grabbing boxes and different things, blankets, to cover up Tom's body, and just leaves him there.
It was a short while later that police located Jade.
You're fucked, man.
If you can even imagine what a murderer looks like, it would not be Jay Jenks. She looks like a girl next door. She looks like a regular person.
She discovered something very disturbing. A lot of people would sympathize with her and would dislike the victim. Oftentimes, the victim gets lost in all of this. Tom Merriman, 64 years old. He was a real person, a living, breathing person that she took away. And we know that he has his issues, his conduct. But the trial is not about his conduct. She was his judge, jury, and executioner. And she buried him under that pile of trash. From the beginning, I told the jury, how do we know that she murdered him? I showed the jury almost every single text message that was going to come out during the trial in opening statement.
Those text messages were Jade's own words as she planned, premeditated this murder. So they were absolutely crucial.
I just dosed the hell out of him. We brought it up in every single witness that we could, and then brought it up in closing and in rebuttal.
For the defense, Jade Jenks' family was able to hire one of the state's leading criminal defense attorneys, Mark Carlos.
She loved Tom Merriman, and Tom Merriman loved her, just like a stepfather would for a stepdaughter. and just like a stepdaughter would for her stepfather. And I needed to put Jade in a place where she's relatable. All of this life led up to one moment was when she found those photos, and she had that degree of betrayal from her stepfather, which nobody can quantify. And then everything cascaded from there. Yeah, she had a motive to scream at him, and a motive to call him out for what he was. But he'd kill somebody to kill your stepfather, somebody you love, somebody you're there for all day long? No. It doesn't work that way.
As prosecutors began their case, they knew they had to deal with the issue of cause of death.
No signs, forensic signs whatsoever of strangulation. If what Adam and Brian were saying were true, one would think they would see some forensic signs of that. We didn't have that.
So the medical examiner became a key witness.
Have you seen in either in the cases you handled or in the medical literature, cases where there's a strangulation but no injuries are present to the neck?
Yes. Fatal strangulation can be caused and not leave an injury that we can see.
But defense lawyer Carlos is known for his skill at cross-examination.
And you can't say to any degree of medical certainty that suffocation occurred in this case, correct?
Yes.
And likewise, you can't say to any degree of medical certainty as an expert that asphyxia was the cause of death in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
The official cause of death of Tom Merriman was listed as an overdose of Zolpidem, Ambien.
It's 0.39 milligrams per liter, which is nothing. It's like 4 pills or 5 pills. How is it that this small amount of drugs could have killed him? How did this guy die?
It was a central question the prosecution would struggle to answer throughout the trial.
I've been doing this for a long time, and I specialize in very, very serious cases. I've tried a lot of murder cases, and she did not appear to me as somebody who was very capable of doing what they said.
The prosecution closed out its case by showing the video of Jay Jenks being interrogated about Tom Merriman.
Do you know where Tom is?
Phone calls are missing.
When you watch the interview with Jay Jenks, and she knows the entire time where Tom was, that he's buried under that pile of trash, and she's lying to the police, she thinks that she could still get away with it.
As criminal defense lawyers in cases like this, you have what's called bad facts, and you need to deal with them. So they needed to explain what she meant.
That's called Jay Jenks.
You know, you got to explain the elephant in the room, and there's no way around it. And in Jade's case, she wanted to clear her name because she didn't kill Tom.
My name's Jade Jenks.
Jade Jenks on the witness stand testifying about the day in December 2020 that she found more than 100 nude photos of herself on her 64-year-old stepfather's computer.
When I went to clean Amy's office area, I was kind of wiping things down, and I bumped the mouse on his desktop computer, and it shook the screen awake. And I looked, and there's a picture of female breasts on the screen, and I looked, I have a beauty mark on my chest, and I look at it, those are my breasts, so it was the most violating, just awful, gut-wrenching feeling ever. I felt sick. I felt I couldn't even touch my own skin. I don't even know if there's words. I mean, not even in a movie have I seen something so just sick.
I need you to take a look through these photos.
of the same photos.
One juror, a female juror, kind of shook her head, briefly looked at it, and passed it on to the next juror. So clearly a defining moment in this case right now.
But then it was time for Jake Jenks to explain that 911 call made by her friend, Adam Sipliak.
Last night, a friend of mine asked me to come over, and she said that she had possibly killed, or she said she killed her stepdad, and asked me to move the body with her.
Did you tell Mr. Siplak that you killed Tom Merriman?
No.
Did you tell Mr. Siplak that you put a bag over his head?
No.
Did you tell him that you strangled him?
No.
Did you tell him that you put a bag over his head? That wasn't doing it fast enough, so you had to strangle him?
No. For first time, no.
Jake said she left Tom in her car in the driveway overnight to sleep off the effects of the pills and whiskey he had taken on his own.
As I woke up, I got up and I went to the car to see if he was still there, if he had gone home.
Was he there?
Yes.
Did he appear to be sleeping?
Yes.
Did you think he was dead?
I didn't want to think that.
Okay, why not?
Well, I didn't want him to be dead.
Did you touch Miss Merriman?
Yes.
What did you?
I don't believe your tears. I do not believe your tears.
I tried to pull his leg, and his pajama pant lifted, and his leg was cold.
Jenks. Did you think Tom Merriman was dead at that point?
I knew he was.
Alright. Again, Miss Jenks. You had a cell phone. Did you think about calling 911?
I was scared too.
Why were you scared?
I didn't want to get blamed. I mean, I was the one that picked him up. People knew about the photo. I didn't want to get blamed for killing him.
Did you kill him?
No.
It's a picture of Tom Merriman, is it?
Yes.
Is this the Tom you remember?
Yes.
The same Tom that had his flaws?
Yes.
Had his weaknesses?
Yes.
Did you love Tom?
Yes.
Did Tom love you?
Yes.
I think it would have been hard to not feel a bit of sympathy. I think anyone can imagine that experience is just extremely violating. I don't think he would look at her and think that she might be capable of something like that.
When Sean says, I dosed the hell out of him, you would agree with me that that means someone gave another person a whole lot of drugs, right?
I guess it's a poor phrasing.
Okay. But my question was, you would agree with me that the phrase, I just dosed the hell out of him, implies that you gave Tom a whole lot of drugs.
It does sound like that.
Not only could she not explain, I just dosed the hell out of him, and try to say, that was just poor phrasing, she couldn't explain anything else. When they were asking you questions about Tom, you responded, oh, that's weird, he just got released from the hospital. You remember making that statement?
I do remember that, yes.
You didn't want the police to know that Tom died in your car.
I wasn't trying to hide it, but I didn't want to go alone and tell them that. I didn't, yeah.
You weren't trying to hide where Tom was when the police were asking you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying my intention
At that time, I just wanted an attorney, but before that, I said, it's because I didn't think I could just leave him out there and like the police would never find him or anything like that. Does that answer?
After Tom died, you covered up Tom's death.
Yes.
You didn't call 911 when you realized Tom died. You didn't call the cops.
Isn't that just like, no?
You didn't call Aviara. After you realized Tom is dead.
No, I did not.
You didn't call your dad.
No.
You didn't call your brother Cash.
No.
You didn't call Carol Marks.
No.
Ingrid.
No.
Russ.
No.
Lula.
No.
Alexis.
No.
Fake ass tears.
We knew after Jade Jenks testified that she was not credible. We knew going into closing argument that we had a solid, strong case.
Closing arguments today in the case against the Solana Beach woman charged with murdering her stepfather.
Prosecutor Jorge de Portillo began by playing a clip of Jade Jenks' police interrogation.
Do you know where he went?
The entire time she was speaking to the police, she knew where Tom was. She buried him under that pile of trash. She knew he was dead. His family was looking for him. And she lied to the police. And she would have gotten away with it if she just got him into his bed. That's the scariest part. Is it reasonable that she didn't dose him when she said, I dosed him? She never called 911. She had all of those incriminating text messages.
Ending with a dramatic presentation of the prosecution's theory of how Tom Merriman died.
Tom realizes his head, he's been gagged, pillowcase, in a plastic bag over his head. A horrifying death is about to happen. Tom is waking up. The plastic bag is not working. She puts on a glove on her left hand, a glove on her right hand. Hands on Tom's neck. Just squeezes the life out of him. Holds until he stops breathing. His head is no longer moving. He's dead. Find her guilty of murder. Because the evidence proves it, the law requires it, and justice demands it. Thank you.
The deepest sin against the human mind is to believe things without evidence. What do we have here? What type of evidence do we have? We have a lot of speculation. We have a lot of ideas that Mr. Depardieu has floated to you. But we're talking zero evidence of that. Other than the prosecutor asking you to speculate that this was the case. We don't know what it's like for Jade, right? One day, bump a computer screen, and all of a sudden, your world crashes because the man that you loved, the man that you looked up to, the man that you cared about so much that you clean up after him, has this. And it's not just that. I provided an evidence of just a small number of pictures. There were hundreds. They were cached in body parts. Jade's shower. Jade, and then the body part. So imagine just for a second what that's like. Imagine what is going through your mind when you see that. The devastation, the betrayal. Fear. JJ's. Would have never hurt him and never killed him. And she just panicked. Instead of calling 911, she panicked. But panicking is not a crime.
The fate of a Solana Beach woman accused of murdering her stepfather is now in the hands of a jury.
Jurors got the case this morning. They deliberated all day, and now they've gone home for the night.
Whenever you have a jury out, you're always worried.
Sometimes jurors decide, well, we can't think it's a murder, but we can't say for sure it's a murder. Maybe she did it under a heat of passion or something like that.
I argue that involuntary manslaughter was an alternative. So if she gave medication to him, knowing that he's a drug user, prescription pill abuser, and she gave him enough that he can kill himself with, that could have been involuntary manslaughter.
It was a real possibility that they could have come back with a not guilty.
They came back at 9 o'clock, and then we get a call at 9:30 that they got a verdict.
We have your own. Superior Court of the State of California for the County of San Diego, the people of the State of California plaintiff versus Jade Sasha Jenks, defendant. Case number SCN 420772. Verdict, count 1, first degree murder. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Jade Sasha Jenks, guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187, subsection A.
I looked over to her to see her reaction and saw her eyes wide, looking at her lawyer.
She looks like she was in absolute shock.
She expected for the jury to understand why she acted the way she did, and for her to be able to walk home that day.
How's Jade doing?
She's not doing well. Jade is in the back. I went and saw her. She's very emotional, afraid about what lies ahead. The sentence for murder is 25 to life. This was a planned, premeditated murder.
My name is Steve Jenks. I'm Jay's father. Yeah, I can only imagine what she went through when she found out that Tom, her stepfather, a person she trusted, that she called dad, was a sick, perverted individual. All I can say is this fight is not over. I truly believe that an injustice has taken place. This case was not one on its merit. It was one based on an Oscar-winning performance by the DA.
Ms. James would like to hear also your chief of your staff. You can remain seated.
Tom came into my life when I was just a little girl and exerted influence during that early stage of development when I was still figuring things out. Unfortunately, that influence manifested itself into appropriate touch, coercion, reckless behavior, and complete violation, what I now realize is years of psychological manipulation.
She alluded to Tom being inappropriate with her when she was a kid. That was the first time I heard of it. There was no evidence of it.
I don't think the judge liked that too much because that's not what this is about. This is about the murder that she committed and that she was convicted of.
All of this came crashing down on me when I found hundreds of naked photos of myself.
Lil Durk's federal case just hit a whole new level of chaos. So authorities are now requesting an anonymous jury after alleged threats against a judge and prosecutor. Prosecutors say the rapper tried to destroy an Apple Watch in jail to cover his tracks, and he's now being accused of allegedly taking out hits on his own O-Block associates. With his trial currently set for January, the stakes couldn't be higher. We are going to break down all the latest updates in this case with a former federal prosecutor. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, the Lil Durk case just took another wild turn, maybe series of turns is the best way to explain it. So federal prosecutors are now saying that the Chicago rapper, A, ordered hits on his own O-Block associates for failing to retaliate after the death of fellow artist King Von. They are pushing for an anonymous jury, claiming that threats have already been made against both the judge and a prosecutor. And you added the fact that Durk was allegedly caught with an Apple Watch in jail and tried to destroy it. So this case is now spiraling, right? What is going on here? How do we break it down? How did we get here? We're going to rewind for a second before we break down the new updates. So, Lil Durk, whose real name is Durk Banks, is still being held in federal detention in Los Angeles following his October 2024 arrest. Prosecutors claim that Durk orchestrated a murder-for-hire plot back in 2022, sending members of his crew from Chicago to LA to target rapper Quando Rondo. That this was a form of retaliation, they say, for the 2020 killing of Durk's close friend, King Von. In the shooting that followed, though, Quando wasn't the one who died. It was actually his cousin, Sabaya Robinson, who was killed in what prosecutors are calling this ambush-style attack at a gas station. Now, Durk isn't accused of pulling the trigger himself. He is accused of ordering the hit, allegedly funding it and directing it. That is what landed him a stack of federal charges, including conspiracy, firearm offenses, murder for hire resulting in death. His defense has been very aggressive, though. One of the biggest moments in this case came earlier this year when Lil Durk's legal team filed a motion to dismiss the federal indictment entirely, or at the very least, forced prosecutors to turn over the grand jury materials that led to the indictment. Remember, grand jury materials are usually secret. But in that filing, Durk's attorneys argued that prosecutors misled the grand jury by presenting false and misleading evidence. Specifically, they mentioned one of Durk's songs, Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, which they claim was wrongly used to connect him to the 2022 murder for hire plot. The thing is, the argument they make, he had actually written the lyrics that prosecutors were citing months before the killing. The defense wrote in that filing, the only open question is how such patently false information came to be within the grand jury's purview to begin with. One answer is that the prosecutors who prepared and presented the government's evidence knew that the evidence was false. Another is that the prosecutor who presented the evidence did not know it to be false, but the witness who conveyed it did. And the third answer is that the evidence was obtained and presented with reckless disregard for patent falsity. And really, the big picture here is that Durk's team is bringing up a really important argument early on, that rap lyrics shouldn't be used as evidence of violence. This is a common theme we've talked about in a lot of trials, right? Federal prosecutors, they ended up filing a new superseding, amended indictment, deleted the contested lyrics, brought an end to that motion, to that issue. Now we've got to talk about what's happening today. All right, I know this is a 180, but I gotta tell you about this new sponsor we have on Sidebar. It is a brand called Wild Grain. This is the first baked from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, seasonal pastries, fresh pastas, and Wild Grain's products. They bake in 25 minutes or less. Now, that doesn't mean that they're skipping on quality, okay? Because unlike store-bought items, like everything you see out there, Wild Grain, they use a slow fermentation process that is easier on your belly, and it's richer in nutrients and antioxidants. Wild Grain boxes are also fully customizable with a big selection of seasonal and limited time products. So if you got dietary restrictions, it's not even a problem. They even have gluten-free box and plant-based boxes. It's peak fall weather right now in New York. We're getting really into Wild Grain's autumn selection. The apple pie bites, the pumpkin spice English muffins, you pop them in the oven on a cool fall evening, your whole apartment is going to smell amazing. Just real flavors in a few minutes. So this fall, treat yourself and your loved ones to warm sourdough breads, seasonal baked goods from Wild Grain. And by the way, rumor has it, they have apple cider donuts and pumpkin cinnamon biscuits, so get them before these seasonal items sell out. For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off of the first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/sidebar to start your subscription. Yep, you heard me. Free croissants in every box, $30 off of your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/sidebar. That's wildgrain.com/sidebar, or you can use promo code sidebar to check out. Don't miss their seasonal products. Durk's team is doubling down with yet another motion to dismiss. That is where we left off. Things have escalated. We got a lot of developments to talk about. I want to bring on friend of the show, former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani. Nima, thank you so much for taking the time. Always love having you on here. Okay, let's start here from big picture of the case. How common is it for someone to face federal charges for ordering a hit, ordering an assassination, right? Even if they didn't pull the trigger themselves. Is it common?
Jesse, always good being on. It's usually not common. Usually they'll throw that in with the actual murder or some sort of RICO charge. But here, the feds apparently believe that Little Durk is the one who's the shot caller, even though he's not pulling the trigger. We do see these murder for hire cases stateside more, but the feds are really interested in this case for some reason, maybe because of who Little Durk is.
Do you think that there is strong evidence that he directed this in some way, was funding it in some way, was the mastermind behind it in some way?
I think there's evidence. Is it a lock?
Not necessarily. A lot of these federal cases, as you know, by the time they go to the grand jury and get an indictment, Jesse, it's a done deal, right? I mean, it's just a matter of whether they're going to plead or be convicted at trial. But here, it's a little bit more attenuated. Obviously, we'll see what evidence comes out. Look, you're relying on cooperator testimony. You and I have talked about it a lot, right? Those are people that are often criminals. You got to corroborate that. Now, they have text messages, but some of them are pretty cryptic. And, you know, to the extent that Little Durk's credit card was used for ski masks, hotels, and so forth, that's certainly enough. But for the conspiracy, for the solicitation, you usually need something more than, you know, just some credit card charges.
And it leads into something the defense is doing, where they're challenging this indictment. My understanding is saying it's impermissibly vague. What does that mean to you? Is that a common defense? Does it usually work?
Jesse, it's not a common defense at all, and usually it doesn't work because really the remedy is for the prosecution to cure and be more specific in the indictment. When you're talking about a conspiracy, when you're talking about solicitation, you really need to identify those overt acts and further into the conspiracy, the evidence of the solicitation for the murder for hire. And in this particular case, I think the defense's theory really is the best defense is a good offense. They're trying to file these motions, not because they necessarily think the indictment's actually going to be dismissed, but to put the prosecution on its heels a bit.
And the pendulum swinging, right? Because now let's talk about what the feds are doing. This is the new allegations. This is what I wanted to bring you on for. So the feds have allegedly quietly introduced this new explosive claim into Durk's legal case, that he didn't just order a hit on Quando Rondo, that he also put out hits on members of his own O-Block crew, who apparently failed to retaliate after King Von's 2020 death. This was a friend of his. That's according to reporting from Hot New Hip Hop, The Source. According to those reports, federal prosecutors, they plan to present testimony from a witness who claims that Durk personally gave those orders to O-Block associates. Now, this new theory, it frames this case even more broadly. So not just a revenge plot, but kind of like this possible internal purge, an effort to maintain control, demand loyalty, punish dissent within his own inner circle. Now, that being said, none of these additional claims have yet led to new formal charges against him. But Nima, let's talk about it. Can you explain what it means legally if prosecutors allege that Durk ordered hits on his own associates, even if no new charges have been filed as of yet?
Jesse, there's a couple reasons why you want to do this. Sometimes the feds will pile on to try to gain leverage and to force some sort of plea. But in this particular case, it's probably to try to dirty him up. You remember, you know, the 80s movies where the villain turns on his own crew, really? That's something that jurors are not going to like. Now, look, I'm not saying this is substantiated, but it may be part of the bigger story here. This wasn't just a hit on Rondo, right, with Robinson being the innocent target. This was, like you said, a purge. Durk was upset because his own crew didn't avenge the Vaughn death. So he wanted to kill even members of his own inner circle. Again, not saying that the prosecution can prove it, but if they can, I don't think jurors are going to like Little Durk at all.
And by the way, just to be clear, Rondo has not been, charged or connected to the death of Vaughn, but it is interesting what this theory is. I do want to make it clear that what is coming out right now is prosecutors seem to say they plan to present witness testimony that Durk gave these orders. If that's the case, how credible are they, especially if they're testifying in this trial in federal court?
Yeah, I'm kind of shaking my head, and this is me personally, Jesse, and like I've prosecuted, cartels, organized crime. I really don't like to rely exclusively on the testimony of cooperators, right? Look, they're always going to get torn up on cross-examination, that they have an axe to grind, they're disgruntled, they're lying to save themselves. It's fine if you have corroborating testimony. They have text messages again. The messages seem a little bit cryptic to me. So you gotta be really careful when you're just reading cooperator testimony. You gotta buttress it with something more. The last thing you want to do with these types of cases, and we've seen them, like YSL, when you overcharge, it adds confusion, the case drags out, and you end up getting nothing as well. So hopefully the prosecution is going to bring some evidence here to substantiate what they're alleging.
If they don't add new charges, and I'll talk about what those could be in a second, they don't add new charges, This could be part of the case, though? This technically could be part of the overall case against Durk, the federal case, what he's currently facing?
It could, right? It could be the 404B, right? You know, part of the motive, the plan, you know, so that could come into
Sentencing, maybe?
sentencing. Of course, we know all of that relevant conduct comes in, right? We saw that in the Diddy case. So I think a judge would allow it in because it is relevant to this scheme. Again, the defense has to be provided notice, obviously any discovery related to it, but it's going to come in. Look, at the end of the day, you're talking about a federal murder for hire case, right? It could carry it. Well, we know it carries a potential life sentence, but even a potential death sentence. Now, obviously, the feds haven't filed notice of intent to seek the death penalty, so it's not going to add anything in terms of the potential exposure, but it can certainly bring more bad facts in the case that they're substantiated
And support their case. Okay, let's say they decide to bring new charges with respect to this. Is that something you expect to see, and what could those charges be?
It'd probably be, you know, conspiracy or attempted murder, right? And, you know, we're talking about January trial date, so it's pretty late in the game. I don't know if the judge would allow it. If the judge did, the defense may ask for a continuance, and I think the judge should probably grant it, right? If you're adding additional counts 3 months before your trial, probably a little bit late, in my opinion, to keep that trial date. Again, obviously, it's the defendant's right to a speedy trial. If Durk's team wants to keep that date, they'll move forward, but it may be a reason to kick this out.
But not a different trial, not a different case, not a separate case. Like they wouldn't bring a separate indictment, had nothing to do with Quando Rondo's separate indictment regarding him allegedly taking out hits on his own people. That's not something you expect.
No, not at all. It would be part of the same case.
Okay. Now I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about the second motion dismissed by the defense. So on October 6th, Lil Durk's legal team filed the second motion to dismiss the federal indictment. And they argued once again that the case against him is too vague to be fair. So per reporting from Hot New Hip Hop, Durk's attorney, Drew Findling, lays out the problem. That while the indictment claims that co-conspirators carried out acts at the direction of Durk, flying to LA, tracking and stalking Quando Rondo, attempting to kill him by gunfire, procuring firearms and other equipment, that it fails to provide specifics about what Durk himself allegedly did or said. As Findling writes, while the indictment alleges that the co-conspirators carried out various acts at the direction of Mr. Banks, flying to Los Angeles, tracking, stalking, and attempting to kill TB by gunfire, this is Quando Rondo, and procuring the firearms and equipment used to do so, it fails to give any specifics. When, where, how, and to whom did Mr. Banks give these alleged directions? To ensure the basic fairness of this trial, the defense is entitled to know. He adds, what the indictment fails to tell us are the very things the defense is entitled to know, the operative facts underlying the government's theories of Mr. Banks' guilt. There is no allegation here that Mr. Banks physically participated in the stalking and shooting at issue. And Durk's legal team has also called the indictment, as we mentioned, impermissibly vague, demanding clarification on the government's allegations. Quote, it leaves the defense to guess as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperators' stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. Nima, do they have a point? How much do prosecutors actually need to lay out for the defense? This is, again, you mentioned Diddy. Big part that was litigated leading up to his trial. How much would they be made aware of what the theory of the case was, what the evidence was going to be presented? How much do prosecutors legally need to lay out and tell the defense?
Yeah, it's a due process issue, so the defense has to be given enough information on notice of the nature of the allegations. But as far as, you know, dates and times and specific statements, look, the indictment's not evidence, right? That's all witness testimony that's going to come out at trial. So I think the prosecution, as long as they can allege the unlawful agreement, the overt act, and furtherance of the conspiracy, and generally lay out the actions of the co-conspirators, I think that's enough, and I don't think the judge is going to dismiss based on vagueness.
That idea of, hey, they can just change their theory, they can change it as cooperator stories change, that's not going to persuade a judge? You don't think?
Well, that goes, in my opinion, that goes to the weight of the evidence, not the admissibility, right? So you're not going to get a new indictment, right? You can cross-examine folks if they change their story, right? And again, none of this is evidence. Even if they put a specific statement in that indictment, and the witness were to testify
testified is something different. The witness's testimony controls, right? They can cross-examine on anything, right? You can allege that, well, you know, didn't you previously tell law enforcement or prosecutors that it was on such and such date? Now you're telling us it's on a different date. I mean, that's fertile grounds for cross in any case. But I don't think it's grounds to dismiss the indictment. That's a pretty extraordinary remedy.
Well, a hearing on this new motion is scheduled for November 18th, so we'll keep a careful eye out on that. But I do want to move on to something that is very troubling, okay? Alleged threats against prosecutors and judges and request for an anonymous jury. Let's talk about this. So authorities reporting that supporters of this rapper have issued multiple threats targeting key figures in the case. According to an FBI report that was filed in the Central District of California, fans of Lil Durk had allegedly vowed physical harm, gun violence, and even arson if the Chicago rapper is convicted. The threats have included 4 voicemails that were apparently left on a U.S. magistrate judge's phone. One message reportedly stating, "If they get life, I'm gonna burn this mother bleeper down." They being Lil Durk and one of his co-defendants, DeAndre Wilson. Now, the alleged intimidation extended, apparently, to the prosecution team as well. Assistant U.S. Attorney Ian Yaniello, one of the lead prosecutors, reportedly received a call from an unidentified male who warned, "Free Durk or be shot." Now, citing these incidents, the government has requested an anonymous jury. Writing in court filings, defendant supporters have already attempted to intimidate individuals connected to this case. Nima, I have a few points about this. First of all, have you seen something like this before? If it's true, have you experienced something like this before? How common is it?
Look, I got threats when I was a federal prosecutor. It's part of the job, Jesse. I mean, if you're going after the bad guys, they're going to make threats. Now, a lot of these threats are not substantiated. And look, it's easy for me to say, now that I'm out of the Department of Justice, to say it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. But if you're a judge, if you're a prosecutor, this is what you sign up for. So I'm sure it's not fun to get threats from fans or the defendant or, you know, his family. But this is not unexpected. And I got threats all the time when I was a prosecutor.
The idea of this justifying an anonymous jury. And A, what is an anonymous jury? Don't we always have anonymous juries? Don't we not know the identities of these people? So what does it mean to have an anonymous jury, and would this justify it?
So on law and crime, obviously, when we televise the trials, they never show the jurors, right? But the lawyers, they know the identity of the jurors, right? That way they can do their research on social media, see what their political affiliations are, if they've said anything about the case. Truly anonymous jury, that information is even withheld from the lawyers. Again, not very common. It's really, we talked about different extraordinary remedies. It's pretty extraordinary. Obviously, the judge in these types of cases has a lot of discretion on how to handle the jury. I would be surprised if we get an anonymous jury based on some, you know, voicemails and that type of thing. Look, you know, this is social media. I'm sure there are folks who are watching, they love me and you, Jesse, but people say all sorts of crazy things. So I don't think it's enough to get an anonymous jury just yet.
Would they be in a separate room if that were the case? Like, do they hear the case? They hear the trial from a separate room on a camera or something? I mean, how would the defendant or everyone else not know who they are?
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. We've seen that. Sometimes they'll have 2 juries for, you know, for different issues in the case. One will be in another room. It's possible, but again, like, if you're the jury, think about it. I mean, you need to assess the witnesses and their credibility. You need to look at them eye to eye. So it really becomes problematic when you start doing things like this. Again, I would be very surprised, based on what we've heard, some voicemails, if we do get an anonymous jury.
Okay, I want to now move on to the Apple Watch situation. Now, this is another dramatic twist in this Lil Durk saga. So prosecutors, they revealed in a filing from October 6th that the rapper was allegedly caught with an Apple Watch in jail. Now, this is a device with cellular capabilities. And that he allegedly tried to destroy it once
Concealment.
it was discovered. The motion that was filed in support of a request for that anonymous jury reads, in late August 2025, BOP officials seized an Apple Watch with cellular capability from defendant. Even more troubling is Banks' conduct after he was caught. Rather than accept responsibility for this violation, defendant allegedly obstructed the investigation, attempting to damage and or destroy the communications device. And authorities point out that this wasn't an isolated incident. That Durk was accused last December of making unregulated three-way phone calls from the Metropolitan Detention Center, the MDC in Los Angeles, where he's currently jailed. So these repeated alleged violations are being used to argue that there's a real risk of witness tampering in this case, especially given, quote, the expansive reach of Durk's Only the Family, or OTF, network. Nima, how serious is this allegation here? Do they know, or they're alleging that he tried to destroy it? Let's start there, and we'll talk about whether that justifies taking some action.
So it's serious, but it's not uncommon. We talked about this with Eric and Lyle Menendez, right? This is one of the reasons they weren't granted parole. You can't have a cell phone in prison. Doesn't matter whether it's state or federal, right? So an Apple Watch qualifies for that. Is it a violation? Yes. Is it grounds for something serious in terms of the remedy in the case, like an anonymous jury? No, Jesse, it's just something that happens, and it's dealt with by BOP and other prison officials, and they deal with it. It shouldn't really affect the case unless they charge, obstruction or something related to witness tampering.
And again, does it justify an anonymous jury? Does it justify adding added protection to witnesses in this case?
I don't think so, Jesse. You're talking about something that, again, even though it's a violation, it's not uncommon. The three-way calls, we talked about that in the Diddy case, right? That was something that he was doing as well. So, look, it's wrong, it's not right. But again, to completely change how we handle the criminal prosecution in this case doesn't make sense to me. Should just proceed as normal.
So Lil Durk remains in federal custody in LA. His trial is expected to begin in January of 2026. We will see if it stays that way given all these developments. But Nima Rahmani, what a treasure. What a gem. We love having him on. Thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Love being on, Jesse. I'm sure we'll talk about this case real soon.
And that is all we have for you right now here on Sidebar, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
For today, I've been here almost 2.5 hours. I hope y'all enjoyed the information that I put out there. With that being said, like, share, subscribe. See you again soon. Peace.